Hello everybody, this is MrYourWilly for another video tutorial. It's been quite a while since I posted a video tutorial, or actually a video in general. I've been really busy with college, but I decided since I just finished a paper an hour ago and I don't need to start on a new paper for a couple more hours, I might as well whip out a video tutorial for you guys. And so I'm going to go ahead and do capture the flag, and because it's pretty simple, it's really easy to make a capture the flag game type work. Now I'm going to use my Slayer map, but make sure you have capture the flag set up in Forge before you enter the game, else you won't be able to get it to work. Now once you're in Forge, this is obviously a Slayer map that we've been using. This one's not really meant for capture the flag, but I'll go ahead and use it for the example. Now as you can see, the neutral initiation points are not there, but the team ones are. That's because capture the flag is a team-based game, just like the assault game was. So if you set up your Slayer map properly, or your initial map properly, then you won't have those neutral spawn points, which is perfect, because the neutral initiation ones, which is perfect because that can screw up spawn sequences sometimes. Like sometimes a red team or blue team might spawn on one of the neutral ones instead of their team ones for whatever reason. It can happen, which is why I like setting it up that way in the beginning. Now to get a capture the flag to work, all you need is a capture plate, and go ahead and put it where the team is, and all you have to do is set it to be the team color, and it needs to be capture the flag return. So red is set up. Let's go ahead and get down here and set up blue. If you got these two finished, you are officially done with making your capture the flag map. It works. You don't need to do anything more. Now some of the things you can do to change or fix onto it, like for the plates themselves, is the area or the plate itself is where the flag spawns for the team and gets returned. So when you start the game, there'll be a flag right in the center of this thing, as well as if you're the blue team and you're bringing the red flag in. Right when you enter this area, you capture it. So if you want, you can make it so that the capture area is actually the plate itself. You might want to make it a little bit taller so you don't accidentally jump over it if you're like jumping away from fire. But this way you actually have to be on the plate to capture it instead of like near it. You can also make it larger, like this whole room, so all you have to do is just enter this room and you capture it. You can do things like that. You can do stuff to change how it plays in that sense. Also, another thing you can do is if you want to make a neutral game, all you do is set up team neutral and capture the flag return. I'm gonna go ahead and put mine on this rock just for the heck of it. The last one was on that square platform for the assault game. Normally I would probably put it in the same area, but because no one's actually gonna be playing this map, because you know this is only for the tutorials, I'll go ahead and put it here. Now this is a neutral team, so when you play neutral flag, the flag will spawn here and you gotta bring it to your individual bases. So you want to make sure that it's at an even distance from both teams to make it fair. So if one team has more of an advantage, you know, that team's more likely going to win. Like on this map, that is closer to the blue team. They can just go around the corner, grab it, and walk back. The red team has to jump down and run across all the way here, and then they have to run all the way back, and then they have to run up, go through a teleporter. You know, it's a much longer distance. So it's on fair advantage. So the blue team is always going to win on a neutral game. So you want to make sure that it's even for both teams. Now, another thing that you want to keep in mind is that these capture plates are set up to work for multi-flag, or for capture the flag, as well as one flag. And I'll go ahead and show you later in this video what the two differences look like and all that setup. Now, the only things that you can add to this map to make it different is like under spawning, there's spawn zones, because the labels you got is capture the flag, which just labels it as you're using this for your capture the flag game. It doesn't do anything at all. It doesn't change anything about that object. But you could have things like the capture flag return, which actually is the flag return and flag spawn location, flag res zone, and flag res zone away. Now these I never could get them to work. I'm not sure why, but the res zone away is supposed to be if your flag is captured, you spawn there. Like your flag is away from your base, you spawn there. Your flag is at your base, you spawn here. That's how it's supposed to work. I can never get it to work. I'm not sure why. Team only, that's why the red team and the blue team shows up, because those are team only. And then no label obviously means there's no label to it. Now you could mess around with those respawn points to make it work. I just go ahead and use my normal ones just because why not? I set them up when I was making the Slayer game. They work perfectly fine. Now that's pretty much all I can really show you on how to set up a capture the flag game. It's super simple, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I make or how they work in game. So I'll see you guys there. Welcome back, everybody. Now we're gonna go ahead and test this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with capture the flag, which is the first one in the set. Capture flag and multi-flag is pretty much the same thing. I haven't really noticed much of a difference between the two. So I'm going to go ahead and just do capture flag, then I'll switch over to the next one. So everybody knows what capture the flag is. There's a flag on each team base, and you got to grab it and bring it to your team. Now if your flag is missing from the base, you won't be able to return it, so you got to kill the other team member who has your flag. Now I'm over here, below me is my dummy character, MrYourWilly parentheses 1 basically. Now this is my team's flag. As you can see, it spawns right in the center. This is also the plate that I set up as respawn zone, or the return, the capture flag return. Now over here is the blue team. Now you can see that it shows a little flag above it. That means I can capture it because it's red. The blue one shows my flag's location, and the little triangle shows where I need to bring the flag. So if I bring it here, I capture the flag, I got the lead, it continues, it doesn't end a round or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what one flag looks like. Welcome back. I went ahead and switched the game to be one flag. Now one flag is basically one team is an assault and the other team's the defenders. Now I've noticed that the red team at the beginning is always the defenders and the blue team's always the assault. So because I'm on the red team and my dummy character's on the blue team, all I can do is just wait here and make sure that nobody takes my flag and brings it to the blue team's side. I'm going to go ahead and sprint over here and continue this game looking from afar with my dummy character. Now my dummy character, he goes and picks up the flag. Now like I said, if I sprint or use an ability, I drop the flag. So you want to make sure that whatever map you make, you don't need to use jets or anything to bring it to your location, because you will drop the flag unless you change it, its options and all that. Which I'm pretty sure you can't. I just haven't actually messed with it much, because I never really needed to make a game like that. Now that the game has ended, we switch sides. Now the only things that don't change, and this is a key factor, is now the blue flag is where the red team was, and the blue side is now the defenders, but it's on the red team's base. Now this is set up in a way so that also you can see that me and him switch spawn points. I spawned there originally and he spawned here. Now we switched sides. Now this is done because it makes the game even. It makes it so that no team has an advantage during their round. So now if I pick it up and I bring it to the other side, hello, I will end the round and we will switch sides again. So now I'm defending again and he's the assault, but the flag is still on the red team's side. And so whenever you make your one flag, set it up in a way so that the red team is where the flag will spawn and the blue team is where you bring the flag. So if you're making a game that's specifically geared towards one flag, keep that in mind. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you what neutral flag looks like. Alright, so I went ahead and started neutral flag, so we'll go ahead and start that up. Now, neutral flag, I mean, I don't even know why I'm explaining this to you. You guys pretty much know what all the game types are, but neutral flag, see there's that flag in the middle? Both teams can pick that up. That's why it shows white around it on the top. But only my team can capture it if I bring it here. If the blue team captures it, as you can see in his screen, he has to bring it there. So I can't bring the flag over there. I have to bring it here to capture it. But while I'm carrying it, yeah, I have the ability to instantly punch someone and kill them. But if he kills me while I'm delivering it, he can pick it up and bring it over to his area. So that's something you gotta keep in mind. When you capture it, it instantly appears. It doesn't start a new round or anything like that unless you set it to be 1 point for a game and then set it to be a new round. Else it'll just start off like this. Keep going until the time limit runs out, or you capture as many points as you need to beat the game. Now, seeing as you guys were patient enough to go ahead and watch and see how it actually worked, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys have an update that the next game type tutorial I'm gonna do is invasion, because you guys have requested it so much. I went ahead and bumped it up. I was actually gonna do 2 more different game types before that, but seeing as you guys are so desperate to see it, I'm gonna go ahead and do that next. Now, I won't be able to do it for a couple weeks because of class being so busy, but once I have enough time, I'm gonna go ahead and set up an invasion game type tutorial. Now it's going to be a really long tutorial because I'm going to show you everything you can do with how to set it up. I'm also going to show you some interesting tricks you can do, like blowing a hole in a wall, changing building colors, things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to the video too, which is another reason why it's going to take so long, because it's a lot of information. Now I'm going to go ahead and give my friend here a hug before I go. So this is Gamertag Your Willy signing off.